So Esther and Andreas, how could you encourage the next generation to go to the mission field?
It's a very good question. I think it's one of the most exciting jobs, if you can call it that, in ministry possible. I think it's super enriching, just from what we heard today already. But even if you're not an MK, if you don't grow up with those circumstances, you learn so much. So for me, it's just an incredible privilege to be able to know people from so many backgrounds and so many circumstances. And often when you are overseas, you're working as a mission worker, you get to experience village life in its very simple form with no electricity and no phone coverage and all that. But you also get to experience other events where you're invited to the ministry, when you're invited to maybe look into some other much higher level work. And it's just such a wide range, and to be able to build relationships with so many people, I find it very fulfilling, very enriching. I find the work very meaningful. I don't know what I would do if I wasn't working here in Cameroon, in Francophone Africa, that I would find this meaningful. That would be my short answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't add much to that. I would say the same thing, just the diversity, the opportunity to meet Christians in a different context is so encouraging, just to see their faith and be almost embarrassed sometimes about the things that I worry about or my faith, and see the examples. And yeah, like Esther said, like, you know, we meet ambassadors, we meet ministers through our work, and then we meet, you know, a drunkard, or, you know, we've talked to a group of drunkards twice about developing their language in Bible translation, and that group of drunkards collected money to give to us so that we would, for our plane ticket. That was one of the funniest experiences we've had. And then just from a children's point of view, I think it's actually a safe place to grow up on the mission field for children, because often there is a community that is safe. And some of the schools, some schools are missionary schools, have a lot of Christians and good influence, good teachers that are not just secular teachers that influence our children negatively. So I think there's a lot to be gained for children as well. If you look at the negative influence of the secular world and those friendships, and, you know, more and more we have fewer Christians there that have a good influence on our children. I think it's very enriching in the language learning too for children.